There is a kind of person an ear can love them deeply and never truly accept them. They stand at the center of the most celebrated gatherings. The applause and the praise belong to them, but that world does not belong to them. In the winter of 755 AD, the city of Chang'an fell. On that same day, one man lost everything he had. Not long before, the emperor himself had drummed along to his music. His name was Guinian. Before all of that, he had lived in a world most people could barely imagine. Every time he walked into the residence of Prince Qi, the entire courtyard would fall quiet. Not because anyone announced his arrival, but because he had begun to play. His fingers moved across the strings. The sound drifted out from one corner of the courtyard. Emperor Xuanzong picked up his drumstick and gently beat the G drum in time. Yang Guifei's sleeves began to move. Wang Wei set down his wine cup. He Zhejiang stopped speaking. At least while the music was playing. Every eye in the room belonged to him. In those years, he appeared everywhere in Chang'an worth appearing. The residence of Prince Qi, the halls of Kuju, imperial banquets, the courtyards of the nobility. Everyone knew him. Everyone welcomed him. Du Fu, when he was young, had heard him perform many times in these very places. Later, Du Fu would write, often seen in the halls of Prince Qi, heard so many times at Kuju's, often seen so many times. For Guinian to appear in those circles was simply the ordinary way of things. The door had always been open for him. But there was something hidden beneath all the celebration. Every time a performance ended, the banquet continued. The hosts would turn to discussing court affairs, poetry, each other's affairs. Guinian stepped out. The door closed behind him. He knew everyone in that world. Not one of them truly belonged to him. This was not because anyone treated him badly. Emperor Xuanzong genuinely liked him. That affection was real. But most court entertainers and musicians, however celebrated, rarely attained the same social standing as the scholar officials. Guinian never received, through his art, a position that could truly change his place in that world. The emperor gave him gifts. He gave him honor. He gave him the right to walk through that door. What he never gave him was a reason to stay. Everything Guinian had rested on one thing, the emperor's love of music. While the emperor was there, the music was there. He was there when the emperor was gone. Where was he? In 755 AD, the An-Shi Rebellion broke out. Emperor Xuanzong fled. Chang'an fell. Guinian drifted south to the Jiangnan region. Winter, Jiangnan, a small courtyard. No Xuanzong, no Wang Wei, no He Zizang. Only a few unfamiliar faces. Gathered in the yard, he sang same songs, the same movements of his fingers, the same voice. Only the ones listening were no longer the same people. It was during this time that Du Fu encountered him in Jiangnan. Du Fu knew him, not as this aging man drifting through the south, but as the man who had once stood at the center of Prince Qi's courtyard, Only Du Fu knew where this person had once stood. Often seen in the halls of Prince Qi, heard so many times at Guizhou's. Now the South is in the fullness of its spring beauty, and in the season of falling blossoms, we meet again. Later, Li Guinian walked into a courtyard in Jiangnan once more. Only this time, no one asked him to stay. Walk in, perform, leave. 1,000 years have passed. There are still people who walk through that door. Only they never truly stayed.